saying random stuff for the last like 10 minutes. Great. Yeah, if you guys don't know, that's my producer. Yeah. Yeah, he's my live producer. His name is Craig. Craig Johnson. He's pretty cool. He's very helpful through our process. But he's a little bit better than Mr. Jason. Um, taught me a lot of cool things, like how to be cool like him, how to talk while being live. I've learned how to do that now. Um, yes. To all my fans out there, I just want to say thank you for understanding my awkwardness. Thank you for allowing me to give you guys entertainment. Hopefully, you guys will laugh and enjoy what I do here. And thank you for everyone who has been guilt tripped into subscribing to our YouTube channel and making us successful in what we do. I just want to say that I work really hard for this, and I am very, very proud and happy to be a part of this program and a part of this school. It's pretty wonderful. Not many people get opportunities like this, so we just got to thank all of our peers and all of our wonderful teachers and staff and administrators and everyone who has made this all possible for us. And yeah, it's all about me most of the time, so that's cool. But I make it work. I could I could see my teacher laughing at me right now hysterically. It's pretty wonderful. I love this. It's okay. It's pretty cool. So my question is, how's your guys' day going? How are you guys doing? Are you guys having a good time? You guys having a wonderful day? I hope. Hope you guys are all prepared for Thanksgiving and, you know, eating with family and hanging out and having a good time and doing all kinds of good stuff. That's really cool. I don't know about you guys, but Thanksgiving is by far my favorite holiday. I think it's the best time of the year for everyone in your family to kind of like get together and hang out and have lots of fun together. I think it's really cool. It's a great time. I'm usually here during Thanksgiving. Guys, I'm trying to talk to my fans. Yes, sir.
Question and saying, what's your favorite thing about Salem High School?
Oh, my favorite thing about Salem High School. That's a hard one. All right. I think my favorite my favorite thing about Salem High School is probably the food. The food is probably my favorite thing about Salem High School. No, I'm totally kidding. My favorite thing about Salem High School is definitely my TV media class, by far. It's my favorite thing. Yay! I'm kind of like in a hot seat. Huh? My favorite teacher. Oh wow, that's hard. Um, there's so many teachers here at Salem High School, and they're all so wonderful. No, my favorite teacher is Chris Hazel. He's my favorite teacher here. Yeah, he's like clapping behind the scenes right now. If you guys can't hear him, he's going pretty crazy. Well, I love you too, buddy. Oh yeah, more questions. Yay.
What's your favorite thing about the Salem High School's logo?
Salem High School logo? What's that?
Logo.
Logo? Oh, the Salem High School logo. Okay, so my favorite thing about the Salem High School logo is probably the fact that it looks a lot like me. That's probably my favorite thing. It's really really cool. I think it was like kind of surprising when I first came here and I looked at like the mascot's face and I was like, wait a minute, that's me. It was kind of creepy at first, but I've kind of gotten used to it and now it's become really cool. So I'm kind of like, you know, the face of the school. It's pretty lit. More questions? Any questions, anyone? Anybody have a question they want to ask? Oh, yay, more questions. Here we go. Yes, sir.
What's your favorite thing about snow?
Ooh. Well, I am pretty old. Also, I've been in New England 90% of my life, and I've been through a lot of snow. So, I would say my favorite thing about snow is probably sledding. That's probably my favorite thing about snow. It's like the most fun thing you can do, and you can hang out with your friends, your family. You can all get together, just go sledding, and have some near-death experiences. Builds character. It's pretty fun. It's a fun thing to do. More questions?
What are your near-death experiences?
Oh, okay, so fun story. When I was about 6 years old, me, my oldest brother, my...
Story better not have a tragic ending.
No, it doesn't have a tragic, I promise it's funny. So me, my older brother, my older sister, and my dad were all sledding at this place called Winnikinny Castle. And across the road from the castle where we were sledding down this big hill is a lake. And my dad decided to park his truck in the middle of that road because no one else was there that day, and we decided to go all the way up the hill and start sledding down. And me, I was the lucky kid who got the front seat, and all of my siblings and my dad were behind me. So we start going down this like probably 30-foot long hill, and I realize that we're not stopping as we get closer and closer to the end of the hill. So I start crying because I think we're about to die, because the only thing I can see in front of me is my dad's wonderful truck, and I think I'm gonna get my head taken off. So I'm crying, holding my face like this, screaming at the top of my lungs. My dad is laughing hysterically, falls out of the sled, and he's like halfway up the hill. And then my brother decides to take his feet and put them up over onto my shoulders and uses his feet to slam into the truck to stop us all from dying.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, but you could have given the story.
Yeah. And so I almost died that day. It was pretty wonderful. But moral of the story, there is none. But it was cool. I got to go home and drink some
Devin's
hot chocolate.
confessions.
Anybody got some more questions they want to ask? Do I think I'm a good storyteller? No, not at all. I think I'm quite bad at telling stories. I just was kind of put here last minute under pressure, and I wasn't really expecting it, so I just kind of just went with it. Any other questions?
What do you want to say about this program?
I can't hear you that well. Could you come in here? All right, so I've been in this program now for about 4 years. I have met lots of very fun people. I've made some really, really good friends, and I can honestly say this program is probably the best thing that's ever happened in my entire life. It showed me how to like work with a lot of cool things that I never really got the chance to before I came to Salem High, and it's kind of opened me up to a lot of career paths that I didn't realize were actually an option. So I'd say, all in all, I love this program. My opinion on it is that anyone who comes to Salem High School in the future should strongly consider taking it. I most likely will probably come back as a teacher at some
Yeah,
point
you will.
and replace Mr. Hazel one day,
Sure.
because that's just
No,
how I am.
you'll be my second in command.
But that's just me. Not everyone has to go and become a teacher. But I just love being here. I love being a part of this school and a part of this class. So yeah, that's my opinion on the program. More questions, Mr. Producer?
Why do you want to become a teacher and help grow this program?
Well, part of the reason why I want to become a teacher, and it's not really so much that I want to become a teacher, it's just that
I want to be a TV teacher.
I think it would be a cool idea for me to be able to share some of the knowledge that I've learned from being in this place with some of the kids that come in and are new to the program. Like, when I first came here, I kind of was given the chance to just teach myself how to use all of our equipment and kind of just experiment with editing and do all that stuff. And I had some challenges early in the program trying to figure out how to do everything and make everything look good. But over the years, I've kind of learned how to make things come out the way I want them to and have fun being here. So if I can pass on that knowledge to other students and I can make other students have fun being here and look forward to coming in every day and learning from an amazing teacher and see my cute face every day, I'm totally down for that. I'll always be there. More questions from the producer?
We can ask you questions. Can you hear us out there?
I can hear you a little bit now.
Can you hear us over the speaker?
Yeah.
Up
little
there?
bit. Yeah.
Above your head? Okay, this will be the question. This will be the question mic for you.
All right.
Hold on, here we go.
Are you currently happy with your life?
My life currently,
I think, yes, you came in and said you had a good weekend going.
I would say that for the most part I'm happy. I think everyone has their good days and their bad days. Currently right now I'm having an okay day. I was kind of thrown in here a little bit last minute, so I was a little bit shocked that I was actually given a chance to do this. But all in all, I think I have fun and I have good days. Oh, you guys done with questions?
Yes.
Aw, come on, man.
What's
This-
your biggest pet peeve?
My biggest pet peeve. Okay, so this one is actually really interesting. My biggest pet peeve is when students come into the TV class and they will goof around rather than actually work and be serious about working. My biggest problem is
Mine too.
over the last 4 years, I've kind of been the person in the classroom who like jokes around with everyone, and it's cool to joke around and have fun. The problem is when we're working on something really serious, like our video yearbook or our 15-day film challenges or our 10-day film challenges, there comes a time when the joking has to stop and you have to be serious. And I think that the students, as they come in at first, have a little bit of a problem finding that balance, but I think I do a good job of helping them kind of see where their work needs to come from. More questions?
Who's your favorite person to work with?
Who's my favorite person I work with? Ooh. I'm definitely not going to say Dan Smolensky. Let's just get that out of the way right now. I think I speak for everyone in the entire school when I say that Dan Smolensky is just better when he works alone. But my favorite person in the program to work with. Honestly, I can't choose one person over the other. I think that everyone brings something unique and special to the table when it comes to working in here. And I think that choosing one particular student over the other would kind of be really wrong of me to do.
Everybody on YouTube knows you don't want to work with Dan, even though you guys work so well together.
No,
By the way,
I
talk
do-
about the
I do all
upcoming
the
live.
filming, and then he just edits everything and gets all the credit for it.
Talk about the upcoming multicam live basketball games we'll be doing.
Ooh, yeah. So, Mr. Hazel, me, and Daniel Smolensky have come up with this idea to make basketball a multicam film sport, which means that instead of using our typical one main camera that we use to film basketball, we're going to use multiple different cameras from different angles to film our basketball games so we can get better quality highlights and so that we can show off to the entire world that our basketball program is by far the best in the state, by far the best in the country, and by far the best in the world. We are better than every NBA team easily, so I don't see any reason why we can't have
confidence at all.
multi-cameras.
Yeah, I think the live game coverage is going to be legit. And Tim and Jared just said they're all in.
Well, now we have two new
Jeff's
members
on that
recruited,
too.
so we're going to use them to the fullest extent of our abilities to help us create an amazing sports package this year for our video yearbook and to just have a lot of fun in general. Filming is a lot more fun than people give it credit for. It's a lot of hard work, but if you can't find the fun in doing this, you have an issue.
You have no pulse then.
You have no pulse. You have no heartbeat. You have no soul. You have no.
Soul, your soul. You have no soul.
You have no light side in you. You're just all dark side for you. Any more questions?
Put the robot camera on a wide shot so we can see what you're doing.
Come on, someone has to have another question out there.
Yeah, where's our questions?
What's your favorite?
We know we need.
What's
Someone
your
needs to monitor the YouTube channel. We need to have.
Oh yeah, we should get a live chat going where
People
everyone
can
can like ask questions.
Say anyone watching on YouTube can ask questions.
Any parents, teachers, just administrators, anybody in
questions
general
live.
wants to ask me a question. Come on, you guys have only known me for a short amount of time. You guys must want to know something about me. Who wants to ask me a question?
What's your favorite opportunity you've gotten from this program?
What was that?
What's your favorite opportunity you got from this program?
My favorite opportunity I've gotten from this program. So, I have been able to do a lot of really amazing things in this program over the last 4 years. I have been able to compete in this competition called Skills USA. I've competed the last 2 years in a row, and I've won bronze and silver in broadcast journalism in that field of production. And I'd say all in all, that's probably one of the greater opportunities that I've gotten. But I think personally, the greatest opportunity that I've received from this program is being able to connect with so many people all the time, continuously, and be able to talk with them and kind of show them the things that I've learned, and then learn some new things from them as well, and really get to see how everyone operates. Because this class runs more as if it was a community or a family. It's not so much about being in here working 24/7 and never having fun. We strive really, really hard to try and make everything fun and make everyone enjoy their time here, and we look forward to seeing everyone come in each day, and if there's one person missing, we all kind of feel a little bit less than 100%. Everyone being in here is what makes us so strong, and if there's one member missing, it's just not as the same as it is if we have more people. So I think my best opportunity I've gotten from this class is definitely being able to see all the new people and be around new faces.
Do you think Craig, the producer, should take your place right now?
What?
Do you think Craig, the producer, should go on camera right now?
Absolutely not. I'm having a grand old time in here right now. Oh, wow. I'm having an amazing day. Craig can take over for me when I need to go on my lunch break. It's okay.
That's a long time. Would any of you like to ask Devin a question?
No, we're good.
Nice to meet you guys.
What's a random fact about you?
A random fact about me. Okay, random fact about me. There is nothing random about me. Wow. No, I'm totally kidding. The truth is, I actually like Dan Smolinski, but I pretend like I hate him because it makes him work harder.
Very interesting.
More questions?
We just unlifted the mystery. The robot camera is showing you what you really look like right now with
Ew,
green screen.
that's nasty.
And then now, there he is.
Here I am, guys. I'm not as pretty as I thought I was.
What's your full name?
My full name, Devin Penelope Norris. Yeah. Yeah.
Don't worry, I have a weird middle name myself.
What makes that middle name weird, Jared? Craig?
No, he's Craig.
Craig, it's kind of weird.
I got two
Okay, my
middle
producers
names.
are just talking right now, so I'm just gonna awkwardly stare into your guys' faces.
I got two middle names. That's weird. How are you today?
I'm pretty good, having fun, just, talking to all my fans, talking to my producers, asking questions, and getting to know each other better.
So how was Tech Fest last week?
Tech Fest, oh my God, Tech Fest was amazing. So I show up to Tech Fest and I'm wearing a blue shirt and I'm wearing blue shoes, and
Best Buy.
there's this table and they're giving out Best Buy merchandise, Best Buy gear. So I go in there and I grab my Best Buy bag and I fill it up with all my Best Buy merchandise, and I grab my Best Buy hat and my Best Buy sunglasses and I put it all on, and what do you know, I look like I'm a manager at Best Buy. So my fun idea was to go back in there and stand at the Best Buy table and try to recruit some more people. And the first response I got from the people who actually work at the Best Buy table was, "We don't want people stealing from us." And they kicked me out. So Tech Fest was really awesome. And I almost got hit in the head with a drone. So that was pretty cool. And my TV teacher told me to ask out this woman that I met.
Well, did you ask out the girl?
Did I ask
Or
out the
guy?
girl? No, I didn't ask out the girl because she's about 30 years older than I am. And I felt like that might have been a little bit awkward.
Age is just a number.
Yeah, age is but a number, but I have other plans.
Who's your favorite producer?
My favorite producer? Oh. Kanye
Better
West.
say me. You better say me. No. No. No.
What?
I buy you Taco Bell every day.
You eat Taco Bell? Oh, I eat Taco Bell too. Taco Bell's pretty fun. Chipotle is a little bit better than Taco Bell. Just a little bit. The last person what? Oh, the last person I texted was actually my TV teacher. I texted him and I asked him why in the world he decided to make me go live on camera. And he said, because you're cute.
So
Totally
is
kidding,
there
that did not actually happen. Please don't take me seriously.
is there any lucky ladies out there for you?
Lucky ladies out there for me. Well, I have to say my mom's pretty lucky. My little sister, she's pretty lucky. Oh, and the announcement just came on, so that's pretty great.
What
all
was
in all,
your most drop the mic moment? Your best one?
my best drop the mic moment?
Yeah.
Ooh, okay, so 2 years ago, we were in the production studio here at the high school, and we were doing a lip sync battle for a newscast. And I decided to come out and stop lip syncing and actually rap, and I did pretty good. I don't remember any of the things that I said, but I thought it was pretty cool. And then at the very end, I just dropped the mic on the ground and I broke it, and I had to replace it. So that was probably my best drop the mic.
If you could learn one magic spell, but it could only do something really boring, what would it the spell be?
I want to learn, I'm not really sure. Maybe learn how to turn myself into a frog. That'd be pretty cool. Any other questions?
If you wake up suddenly in the middle of the night, what would be the scariest sound after waking up?
If I wake up suddenly in the middle of the night, probably the scariest sound that I've ever heard waking up randomly in the middle of the night is probably my uncle snoring. It's probably the scariest sound I've ever heard.
What do you think the best moment of your life was?
Ooh, that's a challenge. Best moment of my life. Whew. Well, I've been here for about 19 years on this beautiful, beautiful planet, and I've seen lots of amazing things. I would have to say the best moment of my life was probably when my little sister was born. That was probably the best moment of my life.
Who's your biggest influence on your life?
The biggest influence on my life is probably my uncle. My uncle has always been like the coolest member of my family to me for years, ever since I was really, really little. And the necklace that I'm wearing is actually a necklace that he's had since I was 5. And just a couple of weeks ago, he gave it to me as kind of like a passing on from him to me to like kind of continue this tradition that he has where if someone needs something more than him, he kind of just gives it to them because it's benefiting them in that kind of way. So it's kind of like a cool tradition that he's had for a long time. And it's pretty awesome.
What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is blue. It always will be blue. I love blue, and I think that's part of the reason why I like this high school so much is because our colors are blue and white. So there's some big things going on.
Jess thinks you're cute.
Huh? Jess thinks I'm cute?
Nope.
Jess has a boyfriend. Jess needs to calm down. Jess's boyfriend's not gonna like doing that.
It's incorrect.
Your
Jared's a
boyfriend's
liar.
gonna like hearing that you think someone else is cute.
Jared likes saying mom.
Oh, Jared just likes saying that I'm cute because Jared thinks I'm cute. That's good.
Correct.
That's
That's what it is.
That's fine.
He doesn't like admitting
You know, Jared's not too bad himself. Jared's pretty cute. I can barely hear you guys.
We have rapid fire questions for you. Are you
Rapid
ready?
fire questions, alright.
Okay. Vanilla or chocolate?
Chocolate.
Hot or cold?
What?
Hot or cold?
Hot or cold?
Yeah.
Definitely cold.
Sweet or sour?
Sweet.
Summer or winter?
Definitely winter.
Spring or fall?
Fall.
Summer or fall?
Fall.
Winter or fall?
Fall.
Winter or spring?
Winter.
Summer or spring?
Summer.
Happy or sad?
Sad.
Marvel or DC?
What?
Marvel or DC?
Marvel.
Do you like cake with frosting?
Do I like what?
Cake with frosting.
Cake with frosting? Absolutely.
Well, do you prefer cake with or without?
I prefer cake with frosting.
What type of frosting?
Chocolate frosting?
What is your favorite type of cake?
My favorite cake?
Yeah.
My favorite cake is a double chocolate cake with raspberry jam in the middle that my mom makes every year for my birthday. That's my favorite cake.
Do you have any plans for Thanksgiving?
Yes, I have plans to sit with my family, cook some good food, and watch some Christmas and Thanksgiving themed things because we're weird and we like to start Christmas early. So, yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
I like to think that a lot of people like to start Christmas early.
Yeah, I think most people just want to start Christmas early so they can get the gifts, but
What
I
do you
like
think?
Christmas for other things.
Yeah. What do you think Christmas is about?
I think Christmas is about the birth of Jesus because that's what it originally was about.
Are you a good cook?
Am I a good cook? I would like to think that I'm a great cook. I've been cooking since I was 5.
What's one word to describe your childhood?
One word to describe my childhood? Busy.
What's your favorite skill you learned as a child?
My favorite skill I learned as a child, how to be respectful. By far my favorite skill.
What's one person that you enjoy talking to?
One person I enjoy talking to. My favorite person in this world to talk to is my mom. My second favorite person in this world to talk to is my little sister.
How's your relationship with your family?
I'd say my relationship is pretty good. We joke around a lot with each other. We kind of poke each other's buttons a little bit and try to like mess around with each other and like kind of prank each other a lot. My mom tries to scare me all the time, and I try to get her back a lot. And we like have fun doing that kind of stuff. So I'd say our relationship is pretty good.
How many CTE courses have you taken?
So far, I've taken just this course as a CTE program. I've been involved in photography a lot in my first 2 years here at San Juan, but the main CTE course I've taken and always will be.
Okay. Okay, so Jared's back in the studio. How do you feel about Jared?
How do I feel about Jared? I haven't known Jared that long. I only just met him at the beginning of this year, but I think Jared's really, really awesome.
You know
I think
me
he's a
at
really
Cultural
fun person.
Diversity last year.
Huh?
Cultural Diversity?
Oh yeah, you were in my cultural diversity class. So I do know him a little bit better than I thought. I'm just really, really bad at remembering things. So from what I know about him, I would say he's a really awesome guy, and I think he's single. So ladies, hit him up.
Jared's coming into the studio. I don't know what he's doing.
And that's Jared, ladies and gentlemen. Also, his name is Craig.
Who or what is your worst enemy?
Huh?
Who or what is your worst enemy?
My worst
Gracia.
enemy. I would say my worst enemy is probably myself. I get in my own way a lot of times, and I do a lot of things to kind of hinder myself from getting to the places where I want to go. But I think where I am my own worst enemy, I'm also my closest friend, because I can benefit myself a lot from learning from the mistakes that I make. And in my opinion, the best way to become a better person is by taking the mistakes that you make and using them to do the right thing.
How do you feel about the opioid epidemic?
I'm kind of saddened by the opioid epidemic. I think that it's a really, really tragic time in our history. I think that it's really, really messed up how easy and accessible these things are to people who are my age and even younger than me. I think it's a really sad thing, and I hope that our government and our local police forces can really crack down and get control over it. And I also want to send out a message to people who are my age who think they need to turn to things like that. You don't need it in your life. You really, really don't. Trust me. I've seen what happens to people very closely who are involved in those things, and it's not a fun thing. No one ever really feels how they want to from taking those drugs and being involved in that kind of crowd of people who take those things. My best advice to you would probably just be reach out to someone new. Reach out to someone who can give you a different perspective than the way you are today. And I'm pretty easy to find throughout social media and everything, so if you want to get in touch with me personally just to talk, feel free. I'm always willing and open to talk to anyone who's struggling with anything. I know what it's like to struggle with things, and I know what it's like to have negative feelings and to feel kind of down a lot. So I've been there, and I can relate a little bit to the situation. And I would love to be able to help someone to just feel better and talk about their problems rather than going through substance or violence or something is an extreme.
What's the worst and best thing about being male?
What? Did you say what's the worst and best thing I've ever gotten in the mail?
About being male.
About being a male? Alright,
Yes.
I would have to say the worst thing about being a guy is probably the fact that we don't ever get the chance to understand what it's like to have the problems that women go through on a day-to-day basis. We don't understand what it's like to think like them and to be like them, and I feel like we miss out on a lot of crucial things in life because we neglect to understand what it's like to live in their shoes and kind of see what they go through. So I would say that's probably the worst thing about being a guy is you tend to really disrespect and really misunderstand what the other person is going through, what the other gender is going through. I think that's probably the worst thing about being a guy. Now, the best thing about being a guy is probably just the fact that you have a lot of kind of expectations put upon you at a young age. Being a guy, coming from my own family and my own perspective on how things have always been, most of the people in my life have always expected me or counted on me to kind of just be there and be able to do things for them that I guess are kind of unconventional. It's kind of hard to explain. But being a guy kind of sets you up to have a lot of challenges for your life, and that's a big advantage too, because it shows you how to take responsibility and to hopefully if you do things right and pay attention
What inanimate object do you wish you could eliminate from existence?
Did you just ask me what inanimate object I wish I could eliminate from existence?
Yes.
Drugs. Drugs are probably something that I wish I could eliminate from existence just because I think that they're a distraction and in many cases they're an excuse for a lot of the things that are going on in people's lives, and I don't mean that to be disrespectful towards them. I understand that some people turn to that for having options, but at the end of the day, everyone has the opportunity to do amazing things. And I feel like drugs are something that can give people a way out rather than and that's what I illnesses like the common cold and things like that, but even those can become abused if taken irregularly. So I think there should be limits on what you can get. However, I don't believe that all drugs should be illegal because there are some things that us as a society that doesn't right here. So I would say that mostly just the major drugs that are legal, the ones that really are should be the ones that
What's the funniest joke you know about him?
the funniest joke probably every time I look at it. That's my favorite.
Where do you want to be in 10 years?
With 1 to 10 years,
What are some and or teachers? What would the world be if it was made? What would the world be if it was
just because I know a lot of people just being myself, just being my person, and I would hate to see myself in a life. However, I do think that there would be some benefits to having people like that, and I would agree exactly. I just mean people take time out of their day job to start people's lives and other people, and not judging people based on how they live.
Again, welcome to those of you who were not able to be out front for the ribbon cutting. Our first speaker is Mr. Christopher Dodge. Mr. Dodge began his career at Salem High School in 2005 as a science teacher. He then became Dean of Students in 2006, and 1 year later moved into the role of Career and Technical Education Director. Chris has set the standard for CTE education in the state of New Hampshire and has developed our programs so they now serve as the model for others. Chris believes in providing students with authentic, work-based learning opportunities and works hard every day to ensure that teachers have the resources they need to help students acquire skills and knowledge, making them competitive and marketable in their post-secondary careers. Mr. Dodge's vision and commitment to this project are evident in spaces such as the fabrication lab, automotive, marketing, health science technology, and many other CTE programs.
Did you ask me if I'd like to start a conspiracy?
Chris, I'd like to thank you for being such a great partner on this project. It was nice knowing that we had each other to lean on to make decisions and plan day to day. Please welcome Mr. Christopher Dodge to the stage.
Thank you, Tracy, for that very gracious introduction. Welcome, everyone. This is quite a day. A day that I didn't think would ever arrive.
I would like people to see.
So, along those lines, I thought a lot about what to say today, and there was so much to say that I really couldn't quite figure it all out. But I did a little research, and through my emails, all indications that the first correspondence I ever had related to this project was in September of 2012.
What kids' movie?
Quite a while ago. My daughter Ari was in 7th grade, my son Ben in 6th grade. Ari is now a freshman at St. Anselm's College, and Ben is a senior in high school. So that gives you some perspective of how long we've been at this.
The Incredibles and The Incredibles 2.
I was looking also at some of our meeting minutes and things like that, and our most recent copy of our weekly meetings said meeting number 169. So that gives you a little perspective as well in terms of the magnitude of this project, the length of this project, the complexity of this project.
What's the most ridiculous fact?
And it's certainly been an enriching experience, a very educational experience, a very exhausting experience, and ultimately an extremely rewarding experience.
Every minute a baby.
Never has the phrase Salem Pride meant so much.
Every 30 seconds someone dies.
There is so much here to be proud of, and all of you who supported this project should be extremely proud of what has been accomplished here. I'd be remiss if I didn't extend a lot of thank yous here, and again, as I was processing, I'm like, really this is about thanking all the people who have been part of this project. And so it's a bit of a long list, but the first people I'm going to thank is the NFL for scheduling a bye week.
What's the best type of cheese?
Because we were trying to figure out when we were going to get this in. The Thanksgiving was looming, and lo and behold, Sunday was a bye week, so we knew we would probably get more people out on a Sunday. So it made our planning a lot easier. The list is long of those to thank and recognize for all their efforts in making this project so successful. And while this may be a recurring theme today, I think you'll hear a lot of gratitude from several people. It's important for me to recognize the efforts of so many. It may end up sounding like an Academy Awards acceptance speech, so bear with me.
Probably every single one of them.
The list is extensive, but first of all, I'd like to thank SOS and the remnants of SOS and all the supporters that were there through thick and thin in getting this project passed. I remember thinking we might get 59% of the vote, we might get 61% of the vote. We got 73% of the vote, which was just overwhelming. And it was great to know that we had, that the community had our backs in endorsing this project and embarking on that endeavor. And as I go through this, it's sort of a chronological piece, but I'd like to thank certainly Senator Morris, Representative Sytek, Representative Elliott, some of our other legislators who helped. There was a host of support in Concord for the CTE funding. I'm greatly indebted for the support we received there. And lo and behold, not only did we get the money that we were looking for, we got more money we were looking for, because some things that went on and other CTE centers that weren't ready to get into the queue. So they really took good care of us, and I thank you for that. To Trident Project Management Group, Mark LaHulier and Gino Baroni, for your guidance and for your expertise through all phases of this project. We never could have done it without you and your holding our hand through the process. To LaValle Brenzinger, architects, Lance Whitehead, who was the original, did the original design work on this, sat with all our teachers, really listened to what we had to say in terms of the design, the knowledge. He and Jay Doherty, the lead architect on this, their vision for the design, for what you'll see as you walk around today, of what a 21st century school should be and should look like. This whole theme of learning on display, you'll see it throughout. It's absolutely beautiful, and I thank them for their efforts. Harvey Construction, we've been like one big happy family, believe it or not. You know, 4 years into this, we still, I would consider these people my friends. You know, certainly we've had our moments, but it's just been an incredible cooperative effort. To Bill Conti, our project superintendent and esteemed Salem High School alum, Brian Sari, who could forget Freddie, Morgan Yerkes, Suzanne Dennis, Brian Fletcher, Chris Nickius, Carl Dubois, all your outstanding work and coordination throughout. I told you it was a long list, but bear with me. To Silverman and Trykowski Associates, Felice Silverman and Brianna Souza for guiding us through selecting and procuring furniture. All the subs, we have subs that are still on this project who you would think they were on the Salem High School staff, because they're just part of the fabric of Salem High School right now. It's interesting to see, but they've been just great partners throughout.
How do you feel?
Certainly to our teachers and to our leadership team. It's been quite a burden to bear throughout, and I've frequently said that we built an airplane while it was in flight. That's exactly what we did. We moved to temporary spaces. We just made it work. And we wouldn't have been able to do that without the cooperation and the perseverance of our teachers. So thank you to them. To Jack Messenheimer and Ray Rivard and the custodial staff, who just took on a Herculean effort to move spaces and take out the old furniture and put in the new furniture. The work that they put in is just can't be expressed in words here today. To the Salem School Board, the Salem community, the support that you have provided throughout, can't say enough thanks to that. To our building committee, by the way, that was meeting number 85 that we just completed. To Mike Collins, to Peter Morgan, all the team members throughout making the critical decisions. It's just, again, a lot of gratitude to all the people that put that time and effort in. To others, Debbie Payne. I think of Debbie as our unsung hero, working in the office behind the scenes, paying the bills, and you know, securing the bonds. You don't hear a lot from Deb, you don't see a lot from Deb, but she's making it all happen behind the scenes. So thank you, Deb, for that. To Mike Delahanty and Tracy Collier, I can't think of anyone who I'd rather have stood shoulder to shoulder in this process. Mike is just an incredible leader. He's an inspiring person. He's taught me a lot throughout my career. I'm just thankful for that leadership and his vision, for their stamina throughout this 6-year endeavor. We've really dealt a lot. To Tracy, thank you so much for being my partner in this. It's just, you know, it was quite an effort.
Retrieve the ball, and he proceeded to fall off of the wall and break his forearm. So that's probably the weirdest thing.
What are some fun and interesting alternatives to war that countries could do to settle their differences with?
Fun and alternative differences from war that we could do, or I would say rather than war, we should all kind of get together and play like Scrabble or something, or like play a video game, or like instead of having actual wars with each other, everyone will just get like a game console and go on Call of Duty and kind of just war it out like that. May the best country win, because killing each other in real life is kind of pointless. It's not really going to do anything for the world. All it's going to do is decrease the population in certain countries and cause more problems than it's ever going to do good. So I would say virtual reality is better to do things like that than real life.
If you are a waiter and a customer was being rude, would you spit in their food?
If I was a waiter and a customer was being rude, the absolute last thing that I would want to do is spit in someone's food. That's completely gross and disgusting to me. And I don't think no matter how rude someone is, you should ever do something like that. I don't feel like if a customer's being rude that you should sit there and take it, but I don't believe that you have the right to spit in someone's food or do anything to their food personally. I think that you have the right as a human being to refuse to take their rudeness, I guess, but doing something that's equally rude to them doesn't show that you're better than them or anything. It kind of just shows that you're just as immature as them. So I would say if someone is being rude to you, a customer is being rude to you, or in this case, if I was a waiter and someone was being rude to me, I would just go to whoever my boss is and refuse to serve that person because of the fact that they're being rude. And I would just go on with my day and do my job the correct way so that I don't get in trouble and I don't get fired.
If your life was turned into a movie, what actor would play you?
An actor to play me in a movie. I'm not really sure what actor would play me. I don't know if there is an actor out there who would want to play me in a movie, honestly. My life is kind of a pretty busy thing, so I don't know.
How do you handle people you don't like?
Honestly, there's not very many people in this world that I don't like. I kind of am accepting of everyone equally. I will tend to, if I have an issue with someone or if I think that that person is not right for me, or if I think that that person is not the kind of person that is good for me to be around, I will just stay away from them. Do other things with people who I trust and who I'm around all the time and people who I've been with for years. I think that staying close to home is always a good thing as well. Staying close to your family and hanging out with your friends and family closer to your home is always better. Don't ever get yourself involved in a situation that you can't get yourself out of. Don't ever hang out with people who are known to do bad things because it's not worth your time. So I would say my opinion on that is just to ignore those people, stay away from them. Still give them respect if they're going to be respectful towards you. Don't just be rude to people because that's never okay. But you also don't have to let those people control your life and things that you do. You're more than capable of doing things on your own.
What's your favorite food?
What's my favorite food?
Yep.
I would say probably this food that I've been eating ever since I was a kid. It's called American chop suey. It's by far my favorite thing I've ever eaten consistently. It's my favorite food.
Would you choose camping or an amusement park for a weekend getaway?
For a weekend getaway for me personally, camping versus an amusement park, yeah, I think I have two opinions on this. If I had children or if I was with a bunch of friends, I think going into an amusement park would be better suiting for everyone. However, personally, if I was alone going to do something, I would much rather go camping for a weekend or a getaway rather than go to an amusement park alone.
Do you believe in the paranormal?
I strongly believe that there is something else out there. I know that there is no actual logical proof of paranormal things existing. However, I don't doubt the possibility of it actually being a real thing. I don't think that anything in this world is impossible. I just think that it's improbable and it hasn't been proven yet.
Would you ever go ghost hunting?
I actually have gone ghost hunting, kind of as like a joke with a few of my friends a few years ago. We went to this place that we thought was haunted, and it turns out that it was actually just a homeless guy who was living inside of the building, and he scared the crap out of us, and we all ran out, and one of my friends actually peed himself, and it was a pretty great night.
Have you ever noticed that easy to open packages never seem that easy to open?
What was that?
Have you ever noticed that easy to open packages never really seem to be easy to open?
Oh my gosh, easy open packages, yeah, they're not easy to open at all. I can honestly say I've gotten a few packages over the years, easy to open, and I've had more trouble with those than I have with ones that have like 4 rolls of tape worth on them.
What type of sports teams do you like, and who is your favorite team?
I love all of the Boston sports teams, Boston Celtics and the Bruins and the Red Sox, and I love the Patriots. My favorite sport is basketball to watch. My favorite sport to play is probably also basketball and football. So I'd have to go with those two, mainly. I used to like baseball when I was younger, but as I gotten older, it kind of makes me fall asleep, so I don't really watch as much baseball.
Pepsi or Coke?
I would have to go with Pepsi. I like Coke every now and again, but I think Pepsi has a more consistent flavor, and it's a little bit easier to get down all the time.
Do you have any phobias?
Do I have any what?
Phobias.
What?
Phobias.
Oh,
Like
any
fears.
phobias? No. To be honest, I'm not really afraid of anything. And I know that a lot of people say that, and they're really scared of stuff, but I'm not afraid of heights or bugs or anything like that. I'm not afraid of being scared or anything. I kind of just am me. I do my own thing, and whatever happens, happens.
If you won the lottery, what would you do with the money?
So if I were to win the lottery, I would put money in a trust account for my little sister. So by the time she was my age, she would have an option of going to college completely for free. I would buy my mom and dad a house, and I would let them customize the house to whatever they wanted. I would buy myself a house, and I would take the remaining amounts of money that I had left over after all of the other things that I've spent, and I would invest part of it into corporations and small businesses who need a little bit of a boost to try and take off, and then I would donate the rest of the money to charity.
Do you have any pets, and if so, what are they and what are their names?
Do I have any what?
Pets?
Pens?
Pets.
Oh, any pets? Yes, I've had a lot of pets over the years, mostly cats. My family is kind of like a cat family. We really like having cats, and right now I have one cat. His name's Buddy, and he's really, really cool. He's a lot of fun. He always jumps on me whenever I come home, and like is always kind of walking around with me, seeing what I'm doing and where I'm going. And he gets kind of sad whenever I leave, and I'll sit in the window and he'll watch me as I leave. It's kind of cute.
Have you ever wondered about random things? Like, what color would a chameleon be on a plain box, or a plain shirt, or why a round pizza comes in a square box?
So I would definitely say that I have wondered about a lot of weird things, such as why a round pizza comes in a square box, but I tend to focus on more practical things and more realistic kinds of things. I think everyone has those weird thoughts every now and again, and most of the time they're thinking about those things when they're either alone or they're just bored out of their minds, not really doing anything. I try to keep myself pretty busy and stay focused on things that are important to me and to my goals in the future. So I think, yes, I've had those weird thoughts before, but I don't make them a priority.
What's something that if you didn't have, you don't think you'd really be yourself, like a personality characteristic?
Do you mean like is there something in my life that I don't have, or is there something in my personality that I didn't have?
Personality.
Personality-wise, I think if I didn't have, I guess, my humor, I wouldn't be myself. If I wasn't able to enjoy laughing at things that most people kind of take way too seriously, I think. I can find humor in just about anything I do. That's why I'm capable of doing a lot of things that most other people wouldn't really want to do, because I kind of just enjoy life in general. I think of life as a big, funny joke in a lot of ways. I think there's a lot of seriousness in life and a lot of serious things going on, but at the same time, you need to be able to enjoy yourself and you need to be able to have fun, and I think without humor, I think everyone's personality would be a lot different.
Do you think life is fair?
I think life is fair because my belief is that everything happens for a reason, and the only reasons why things happen to you, whether they be in a positive or a negative sense, is because it's a test, and it's to either make you stronger or it's to give you the opportunity to do something that's new and something that will benefit the world. I think that everything happens to you on purpose. I don't believe that anything is just always negative in people's life. I think anyone who is thinking that their life is always negative and thinking that things are always going wrong, I think that it's more so just you not understanding that everything happens for a reason and everything has a purpose behind it. And if you feel like everything's going wrong in your life, most of the time it's because you're not looking at the lesson that's there for you. Most of the time when something wrong is happening, it's because either you're doing something in a wrong light or you're allowing the wrong people to influence your life. So my opinion on that whole idea is that everything is purposeful and everything has a lesson behind it, and learning the lesson is the biggest part of having a good life.
Are you allergic to anything?
As of today, what I know of, I'm not allergic to anything.
What's your favorite quote?
What's my favorite book?
Quote.
Quote? I would say my favorite quote is probably, "Don't let the next 10 seconds of your day ruin the rest of your life." I think that's probably my favorite quote.
What's your favorite book?
My favorite book? My favorite book probably is the Diary of Your Wimpy Kid series. I know that's a little unconventional, but that's probably my favorite book in my favorite book series, just because I think it was really, really well put together, and I think that the story behind it is a lot more detailed than people will give it credit for. Most people think of it as kind of like a silly, more of a children's type of book, but if you really pay attention to the story, it kind of relates a lot to most people's lives.
What 5 words do you think others would use to describe you?
What?
What 5 words do you think others would use to describe you?
What 5 words do I think other people would use to describe me?
Yes.
I would say funny. Probably, I would say, that's kind of hard. I think you could use a lot more than 5 words to describe me. I would say probably funny, compassionate, smart, peaceful, and resourceful. I think those are the best words to use to describe me.
Who's your biggest influence on your life?
You already asked me that question.
Welp. What's your favorite aspect of your life as of right now?
The favorite aspect of my life, I would say probably the fact that I get to do this, the fact that I get to be here in this school with all these opportunities placed in front of me, and the things that I've been able to accomplish being here with all these people and all the students and all my friends over the years that I've made being here. I think it's probably the best aspect of my life.
How did you meet your best friend?
How did I meet my best friend? Well, my best friend was born in 2007, and her name is Olivia, and she's my little sister. And I was there the day she was born, and I got to hold her when she was probably 4 or 5 hours old. And ever since then, I've kind of had my best life being around her and being able to teach her cool things that I learned and be able to share stories of how our parents used to be, kind of like before she was born and everything, and things that I've learned and seen. That's probably my best friend right there.
How do you feel about Salem?
How do I feel about Salem? Well, in my lifetime, I've lived in probably 15 to 20 different places. And I can honestly say that all the cities and all the towns that I've lived in over the years, and the few different states that I've lived in, Salem is definitely up there in the top 5 for best places I've ever lived in my life. I think that Salem has brought a lot of things into my life that I never would have been there had I not been in Salem. And I think that it's introduced me to a lot of amazing people that I never would have gotten the chance to meet without being here. So I'm very thankful for the fact that I get to be in Salem, and I'm very thankful for the fact that I get to come to the school. So I would have to say Salem's definitely in the top 5.
Do you like our new forecourt gym?
I haven't really been in the forecourt gym, but I do think that it looks very nice, and I think that it very well is probably one of the better parts of our school now. I think that it expands our net sports and team sports programs, and it's a lot better than not having a place to be able to play those sports and be able to like actually enjoy having that kind of a class.
What's your favorite article of clothing?
My favorite article of clothing. I would say my favorite article of clothing is probably my leather jacket. I've had it for years now, and it's the warmest coat that I've ever owned personally, and I think it just is a very, very big part of like my personality. I think it's always kind of like made me feel a little bit better about how I look and stuff. It's kind of a weird thing. Like, I think everyone has like that one thing about their outfit or their style. Like, they either have a piece of jewelry that they look to for, you know, their confidence, or some article of clothing, or even some kind of a thing that they use in their day-to-day life. And for me, that jacket kind of just lets me know that like I got things going on, and I know that I'm like cool in my own way, I guess. It's kind of like my own thing.
What's your lucky charm?
My lucky charm. I don't really have a lucky charm. I kind of just think that I make my own luck in a lot of ways. I think that by doing the right thing by all the people that I know and trying my best to be a good person, I think I create a lot of my own luck. And I think that everyone is equally lucky. It's just that if you're doing negative things in your life and you're having negative experiences, it's mostly because you're not trying to understand things the way you should in a lot of ways. And I don't mean to attack people personally. It's just that if you want to have fun in life, and if you want to enjoy it, and you want to feel like you're doing something that's purposeful or meaningful, you have to be willing to understand and work with everyone. You have to be willing to accept people for who they really are, and not just by what they wear or what they sound like, or, you know, what they identify as. I think that just understanding people for their personality and getting to know them for how they speak towards you and how they act when they're around you is the best way to be.
Do you plan to be employed at Best Buy any time in your life?
I'm definitely open to the opportunity of working at Best Buy. I think that that would be an awesome job. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't be able to work there. I work with technology every day. I know a lot of cool things about technology that I feel like I could present to a lot of their customers and help grow their business out a little bit.
What is your dream college?
My dream college. Well, I'm not really sure what I would identify my dream college as being. I haven't really thought about it or given it much thought. I think that any college that provides a media program where I feel I'm getting the same level of education and the same level of family and community that I'm getting here at the high school, I think that would be my dream college. Any college that's willing to let us be creative rather than just force us to do certain things, I feel like would be a huge plus. So my dream college is something that continues on the same morals and the same ideas that we've presented here at the high school. That would be my dream college.
Do you have any questions for us?
I don't think I really have any questions for you guys, but I would love to hear more questions if you guys have any. I could do this all day long.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Well, I wouldn't necessarily say I'm enjoying myself, but I know that probably anybody who's watching this right now is probably laughing their butt off at the fact that I'm actually sitting here doing this. So I'd say in a way I'm enjoying myself, but I'm more enjoying the fact that I can probably make other people laugh.
What's your dream job?
My dream job? My dream job is by far anything and everything that has to do with filmmaking or making a news show or being on a TV show or anything like that. Anything that involves this kind of production and this career is my dream job.
Gee, I can't believe Devin's still going.
Devin doesn't quit. Yeah.
We're not sure what to ask you, so we're just gonna stall for a little bit.
You guys are gonna stop?
Stall.
Oh, you're gonna stall. You want me to stall? Okay, so life lesson. In life, you're gonna face a lot of challenges, and you're gonna have a lot of hard times. You're gonna see a lot of hard things happen, and you're gonna probably get to a point in your life where you feel like nothing's working. I think everyone reaches that at some point in their lifetime, and I've reached it probably 5 or 6 times. But the best thing that you can do in those moments is just understand that everything happens for a reason, and that you will always be strong enough to make it through no matter what's going on in your life and no matter what's happening to you. There is nothing in this world that you can't overcome. There's absolutely nothing in this world that is impossible. You can make anything happen. You can make all of your dreams come true. You just have to be willing to work for it and be willing to go the extra step and be able to do the extra things that provide you with the chance to become a model citizen and become the way that you need to be. So, my biggest piece of advice to you guys would be friendly to everyone, be accepting of everyone, get to know people for who they are as people, not as what they wear or how they act. Get to know them face to face, personally. Get to know them for who you think, you want in your life. Only accept people as your friends that you think are important and you think are valuable to you. Don't just go and make friends with any random person on the street. Make friends with people who can benefit you and who can give you the chance to become successful.
And then there's a big storage room right in here.
I have a question now.
Miss Masterson, I love you. Hey, you have any questions? You want to ask me a question? Feel free. You guys can ask me anything. I'm Devin, here, all the time.
I have a question now. Are you ready for this question?
Oh, nice to meet you. Somebody has a question for me? Please ask.
Okay, so this is a question and it's going to have a follow-up question.
This is a question that's going to have a follow-up. Oh, that's awesome.
Great. Okay. So what is your favorite baked good?
My favorite baked good. My favorite baked good is the cake that I was talking about earlier. It's a double chocolate cake with chocolate frosting and has raspberry jam in the middle. And my mom makes it for me all the time on my birthday.
Do you think you are capable of baking yourself?
Do I think I'm capable of baking myself? Yes, I'm very capable of baking. I have baked before, and I've been with my mom for years and years and years watching her bake things and learning how to cook from her. So I'm definitely capable.
How often do you bake?
Me personally, I don't bake super often just because baking isn't like my favorite thing in the world to do. But if the opportunity presents itself and the time comes where I need to bake something, or if I'm asked to, I'm very well capable of handling that kind of a task. So I'm definitely prepared for it.
Have you ever been to a concert?
Have I ever what?
Have you ever been to a concert?
Have I ever been to a concert? I have been to concerts before. I haven't been to a concert in like a huge stadium or anything like that. But I have been to a few like local concerts, and my mom actually was in one a few years ago. She was in this concert like contest kind of thing. So that was really cool to be able to go and be a part of that.
Who did she perform with?
She didn't perform with anyone. She kind of just went up there and did her own thing. She was singing herself. It was a contest for local artists and stuff who like were interested in like singing and kind of just like it's almost kind of like a karaoke event type thing. So it was pretty cool.
What was your first concert?
What was my first?
Yes.
My first was that one where my mom was in the contest. That was my first one that I like went to.
Have you been to any since?
Have I been to any since? No, I haven't been to any since. I've been busy working in film production, actually.
Would you ever be interested in working on a concert?
Working like at a concert event?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't see any reason why I wouldn't want to do that. It seems like it would be really fun. Get to meet a lot of cool people and get to have a lot of fun making a live audience really happy. That would be really awesome.
What's one life goal that you want to achieve?
One life goal that I want to achieve. So I would say one life goal that I want to achieve is definitely to just...
To the casual observer, it might look from the street like this was a 2-year project. It wasn't. It goes back over a decade to when the school board decided to come up with a master plan to renovate all the schools in the district, to make them 21st century schools to meet the needs of students today.
It was never about creating a beautiful facility. That
Do you
wasn't
have
the goal.
anything to say to the
The
visitors?
goal was to provide opportunities for kids.
To all the
And
visitors
to
out there
do
who are
so
in here watching
in a
me right now, I love
21st
all of you
century
guys, and I'm so glad that you guys could
appropriate
come today
learning environment.
and get to see all of
Ultimately, the
This is
feeling
kinda
and the
what we do
sentiment
all the time.
by the
And,
school
you
board
guys
and the
get, like, a
superintendent
first-hand
was
take of what
that
we get
this
to
is
do
a
in
great
here.
opportunity
And I can see the big ol'
to
smile on Mr. Hayes' face 'cause I've been
really
doing this for an
do
hour now.
a comprehensive project. It just
But,
made perfect sense to not try to do it in isolation, but do it
That's awesome.
wanna know
across
what
the
these
whole high
people do
school.
with their spare
From the
time if
very
they can sit and
beginning,
watch
we
you for
tried to
2
involve
hours.
the teachers. I remember way back before we even went to vote on this project. We spent 5 full days with groups of staff and the architects, kind of brainstorming what do they think instruction will look like in the future. The architects did a nice job of asking the teachers questions. Do you think you'll use the space in this particular way?
So we went through several different renditions and budgets to try to get a project that we thought would be acceptable to the town, and fortunately we were able to do that.
This is among the largest projects that I've been involved in, and we were forecasting that it was going to be,
If you could be
potentially a
someone else
3.5
for a
year
day, who would it be?
construction project, which is about what it ended up coming out to. Certainly the challenges were literally building an airplane while it was in flight.
Yes, this is Devin
If you
Talk
think
Time.
about it, I think that's the best analogy.
Can you come up with a name for your
Fortunately,
show?
our teachers were outstanding in the process in terms of their patience, their understanding, and their just staying focused on the vision of what the end product would be. And I think we all see, you know, from the outcome that it was certainly worth the wait.
Someone else and live someone else's life. I'm more than happy always being me.
Can you hear me now?
Not really. Have Hazel turn up the mic so I can hear you guys better. Just turn it up so I can hear you guys and hear me.
We're doing that. Okay, can you hear it now?
Yeah, a lot better.
Good. Do you have a name for your spiel right here? Your show?
Do I have a name for my show?
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna call it the Ryan Show. I think that's a good name. The Ryan Show's really cool. I see Ryan's looking at me and smiling, so I can tell I'm making him happy. So I'm doing this for Ryan, so everyone knows Ryan's a good friend of mine. And I like dramatic moments.
Yes.
That's awesome. We're trying. Well,
job?
My job? So I'm mostly
Good morning, Salem High School. Today's announcements are...
When you come into the school,
where do you live?
And students are first getting into some of these spaces. Their first time seeing them, or the doors are just opening up that they come in there. And just their eyes getting so big that they're excited to be in a space, excited to be in a learning environment.
It's absolutely enabling me to be more current, more up to date, and just absolutely show the kids what the world outside of Salem is like.
We can look at this building and know that we've been through something special, and that we've left behind something special for this community that people will drive by and not give a second look to 2 or 3 years from now, because it will be what is known and what is
What's your
common.
favorite store?
But those who are intimately involved in the process can feel a sense of gratitude for years and years.
And just the looks on the kids' faces as they walked in, you know, I heard a lot of, it looks like a movie, I can't believe this is our school.
Are there any
All
stores
of
in
those
particular that you don't
comments just resonate with me, and I'll never forget that.
I want to thank Salem staff, Tracy, Jack, and Mike Delahanty, Chris, and the school board. It was a great job. I think we're going to walk away with a great relationship.
Where's the best place to get a cannoli?
Not only do I get to come to a job that I truly love to do, but I work in such a beautiful environment. Every day it is a treasure, truly, to come to work here. There is no other high school like this around. I mean,
Do you want
look at
people
our
at your
CTE
cousin's house?
spaces and our new science lab, our performing arts center, and how thoughtfully the building was laid out and designed.
Chocolate or
We
normal?
have programs adjacent to each other that complement each other, would share resources. So it was very thoughtful.
Do you have a
boyfriend?
boyfriend? Do I have a boyfriend? No,
It's
me and my boyfriend actually broke up.
stunningly beautiful.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
So when I think about other facilities, other education facilities, particularly here in New Hampshire,
Jared's always here.
I believe that Salem High School is second to none of them. The Salem taxpayers should be really proud of the support that they have provided and the opportunity that they've provided in really creating, I think, you know, the gold standard facility for the state of New Hampshire, if not beyond that.
For people who know what Salem High School used to be, it'll be a real treat.
You know, this is something you can be proud of. And for the students, I mean, sky's the limit here.
Well, the happiest moment altogether in terms of school was the day I walked to the microphone and announced we're going to take our books and walk to the new Salem High School. It was still is, quite an emotional time.
saying that.
So,
Do it.
all right.
Sing us a song.
Sing you a song?
So you're the piano man.
I'm the piano man. I don't know that one. No, I don't know that one. Twinkle, twinkle, little star.
Can you do your best pageant wave?
Can I do my?
You still have 3 viewers.
Just like, get all the people out there.
Studio sides, there's an A side and a B side. And this side will be set up for like we're probably gonna here.
Oh, can I be?
You see, our teacher thinks that I'm just playing around, but I'm really trying to communicate with you guys. So, what I want to say is I love you, thank you, and hi, people. Hi, it's nice to see you guys. Anybody have any questions? Anybody want to ask me something? Ask me a question. Come on.
Your
Ask me
two
a
viewers.
question. Let's do this.
Your 2 viewers on YouTube are here in person as well.
All my viewers on YouTube are here in person?
Yes.
Aw, that's so awesome.
And we're actually streaming that live
Ah.
as well. So it's sort of just for fun.
Yeah, you could tell I have no dignity or self-control because I'm just on here letting people broadcast me to like whatever they want. It's great. Hey, I can see the
We're
camera
using the
moving.
robot
Hi,
now.
Camera.
If you twist it, you zoom in and up.
You're in the PAC.
I'm a man of the people. That's awesome. Great. Oh, put me on top of
What's
the
the
water
weather?
tower. That would be amazing. Hazel, you should put me on the moon. That would be awesome. I'm a ghost.
You're actually in front of yourself now. You can talk to yourself.
Hi. Hey, Devin. How
What's
are you
the
doing?
forecast today?
Aw, Devin, it's so nice to see you.
What's the forecast?
Aw. What's the forecast? Well, if you go outside and you look around, it's cloudy.
This is a 10-second delay.
That's about what it is. It's cloudy. Possible rain or snow or sunshine, something. Something will happen today, I know that.
Totally just set up for a goof right now, so.
Peace out.
Peace out.
You want to come this way? Check out
You want to talk about the class a little bit?
The what?
Our class.
Oh, our class. Okay, so in TV media production, we all kind of get to learn how to make films and make music videos and edit projects together and do things like this, like live record ourselves and be goofballs on YouTube. It's kind of my favorite thing to do, obviously. But yeah, the class is a lot of fun. Ms. Hazel does a good job of teaching us all how to use all this equipment responsibly and be able to create quality entertainment for everyone to enjoy. I've made a few movies being in here. I've made a few video yearbooks and music videos and things like that. So I strongly encourage anyone who's out there, any parents who have kids who are about to come into high school, get them into this program and strongly consider having this be one of your classes that you take if you're a student who's looking to come into school and get involved in something that's really fun. This class is definitely the way to go, and you will have a lot of good memories from being in here and a lot of laughter, and you'll learn a really, really cool, awesome job that will benefit you a lot in the future. This goes beyond just either news production and filmmaking. There's so many different avenues you can go down. You can become a teacher, you can work on a cooking show. Like, there's literally limitless potential here for you.
Is this the career you choose to pursue?
Is this the career I choose to pursue? Well, yes, it is the career that I want to pursue. I think that this has opened more doors for me and more opportunities for me to become successful in today's society. I think this is the best option for anyone who is really interested in entertaining people. I think this is the strongest choice that you can make in trying to entertain everyone. Well, dearest mother, who's so kind to ask me the questions. I compete right now in my Skills USA competition. I compete in broadcast journalism. I've won silver and bronze in the competition in the last 2 years. But mostly I'm open to all areas of production. I've never really found one that I specialize in more than the others. I compete in broadcast journalism just because we needed someone to compete and I look the cutest on camera. But all in all, I like being a part of all of this. I like being involved in everything that goes on here, from the control room to being on camera to setting up the lights and everything. I think that it's all an amazing job and it's all an amazing skill. In this industry, you're always accepted and you're always liked and respected by everyone equally. And I think that's something that you can only find in this business.
What's your dream job?
You've already asked me what my dream job is like 8 times.
I'm getting the same questions from different people.
All right, my dream job would probably be anything in this business, in this industry, in production, or anything going on with this, like full time for me, would be something that I would consider to be a dream job.
So Devin's been talking straight.
Talk about your skills experience.
My skills in media production. I'd say my skills in here are I'm good at almost anything. I can do just about anything. I can set up just any piece of equipment. I can film anything. I can act. I can sing. I can dance, and all that fun, wonderful stuff. So
that's for sure.
I can do a little bit of everything. I'm good at making my teacher laugh, and that's also a very, very good skill to have. If you can make your teacher laugh, you tend to have a lot more fun. So I like doing that. But I'd say I'm a very well-rounded person in this class and in this program.
What's your favorite part of production?
I'm not in a strip club, Hazel. I think I just had a seizure.
Play video games, you'll be fine.
Yeah, I play video games a lot.
What's your favorite part of production?
My favorite part of production? I would say my favorite part of production is probably the pre-planning for production. I think that's probably my favorite part of it, just because
ask him a question.
It's the part where you get close to everyone and you can kind of like see how
You're scaring the children.
What?
Didn't mean you had to stop.
Well, I mean, you said something. You were important, so I figured you needed to let something out.
We should have recorded this.
Oh, why didn't we? Wait. Oh, thank God. I got scared. I thought my 5 seconds of fame were going to end.
No, definitely not.
5 seconds.
Yeah, how long are we at?
I know, what are we at right now? An hour and 40 minutes.
Hey, that's pretty good, you know? It's the most I've ever talked in my entire life at one time. What are you talking about? It is true. I don't go on a rant. No, I talk about my feelings and how I'm happy.
I have a question.
Oh yes, what's your question?
It's a grammar question, so it's kind of weird.
It's a grammar question?
Yeah.
I'm not good at that.
Me either. But do you say anyway or anyways?
Anyways? I think you can use both of them. It just depends on the context in which you use them. So you can say like, anyway, I'm going to go to the store later on, or you can say, anyways, I went to the store and I saw this person that I met a few years ago. So you can use it in either context. They're both accepted.
We can turn this. Yeah, that already. We turning this to spelling bee? Spell Mississippi.
My favorite parent? Mr. Hazel. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but my mom just went, what? I'm not going to eat for the rest of the year. My favorite sibling will always be my little sister. Always.
What is this, Mr. Walton? Mr. S. right here?
Yeah, guys, vote for me, Mr. SHS, even though it's over now. But oh my God! I should have worn my dress. Oh wait, did I say that live? Oops.
Yes, Devin.
Oopsies. Yeah, that's right. I don't think though.
Would you like some spelling words?
What?
Would you like some spelling words?
Would I like to do spelling wars?